Hey guys, and welcome back. It is Jaffmaster Flash, and today we are at my home race. We are in Silverstone, and issues. We have issues. Managed to pull out an absolute stonking qualifying lap, but then the dreaded engine problem started. If this race was longer than the traditional 25%, so that's 13 laps or 14 laps, I would have absolutely lost this. Absolutely lost this. My engine just seemed to give up. I had no power, and this engine not only has to last me this race, but it has to last me Hockenheim as well, which is next. Otherwise, I have a grid penalty, and so on and so forth. However, with the fact that I've been upgrading the car religiously, it seems that myself and Hamilton are pulling away from the pack, which it is fantastic. However, Hamilton seems to, I don't know, we all know that the AI is OP off the line, we all know that. They always have fantastic traction, and yeah, it just seems that the more and more I'm upgrading the car, obviously, the AI, my teammate, it gets the same upgrades as well, but I don't know, the level just seems to ramp up, and every time we get an upgrade they just seem to ramp up that little bit more, which will come apparent in the next race, because the upgrades was waiting on 2 which were coming in Hockenheim, and I don't know, they just seem to become more and more OP. I think there is almost a second now between us and Mercedes, us and Ferrari, which is a nice little buffer to have whilst qualifying. But yeah, fighting your teammate when he is the AI is quite difficult. But here's the 5 lights, 3, 4, 5, and they're out. Welcome to Silverstone. As you can see, I qualified on pole. Hamilton just had a blistering start, and I got absolutely smashed by Vettel and had to go around the outside. Already the engine is giving me grief. It's not an excuse. It is an excuse, but it's also not. I don't know. I've tried to save the engine. I really have tried to save the engine. Changed my driving style a bit, but I just can't. I always seem to be over revving, and you'll hear the car going through the gears. I either change down far too quickly or don't slow down enough and change down, and then the engine revs up, which is causing more and more wear. But you'll see from lap 11 onwards, it was a real struggle. I think I was 5 seconds ahead at one point, and then yeah, what a race to the finish. Hope you guys are all well. Hope you guys enjoy Silverstone. I absolutely love it. Silverstone is probably my second favourite F1 track. Obviously with Spa being first. I'm looking forward to Spa coming. But yeah, have a great day guys. Hope you enjoy this. Please leave a like on the video. Please hit that subscribe button for more content, and if you really like it and you want to let me know, please leave a comment down below. Peace.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. Dominating here are Vettel and Hamilton. Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled. Power from the engine is going to be down slightly and showing some minor wear. Lewis ahead, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 32.1. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap. We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. That's Lewis behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. There are 10 laps to go. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on mediums. Lewis is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:32.9. First position, front of the pack. That's Lewis behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Your pit window opens in 2 laps time. 9 laps to go. leaders in this race are Butler and Hamilton. Pack, P1, Lewis is behind you. The gap behind us is 1.0 seconds. They're on old softs. Your pit window opens next lap. 8 laps to go. Quick word on the tyres. They look okay for now, but we can see the wear. If you can't feel it already, then you'll certainly start too soon. Just be careful. In this lap. Lewis behind. Okay, the gap behind is 1.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 33.4. Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 9.1 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:35.4. Lewis is in for his stop. place. You're in second place. Perez is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 5.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Lewis is behind you. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 5 laps till the end. You have a 4-second gap to the car behind. 4 seconds. That's Lewis behind. Our gap behind is 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, there's a fair amount of wear to the engine now. Just be aware, we're keeping an eye on it. You are in first position, front of the pack. Lewis is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 4.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. That's Lewis behind. The gap behind us is 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 56.7. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:31.8. We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2. Okay, that last lap was a 1 minute 31.7. As things stand, we'll be leading the championship. Gap to teammate behind is 5.4 seconds. condition seems a-okay to us on the wall here. Let us know if you feel them going off too much. Brake hard into the next couple of corners. The brakes are running too cold. Is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:32.8. This is your final lap of the race. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Joker increases their championship lead. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I mean, can it be anyone else other than Danny Kvyat? His performance today really set him apart from the other drivers out there. He's got to be happy with how he's done here this weekend.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.